Next we have Heather Darling.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming out and for giving us the time. I really appreciate it. Pat, thank you for putting this together. Doug, I hope you don't mind if I move around a little bit up here. I want to tell you guys how I came to be standing before you tonight. So I've been a Morris County resident for 45 years, and I've been involved in community service for the last 30 years, since volunteering right after high school at Wellkind Rehabilitation Facility, which is now Kessler over in Chester. I currently live in Roxbury. I've been involved in the community there in community service for, again, 30 years. I've been on zoning, I've been on economic development, Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, in Unico with Mike Puzio and Bill Chavella, in Italian American Police Society of New Jersey with these gentlemen. So not only am I part of the Roxbury community, I'm part of your community through association as well. Many of you I've known for many years, and I'm proud to call you my neighbors and my friends. Community service brought me to running for the Freeholder Board. I'm currently one of your Morris County freeholders, and as you heard Freeholder Mastrangelo say, we've actually done a considerable amount, even in the short time that I've been there on the board. When I ran for Freeholder, I ran to continue my community service background, my community service record, and help the community, further the community that I grew up in, and better it, because I think we leave things better than we found it. That's what we're here to do. I had no idea that our current surrogate, John Pecoraro, would be retiring after 25 years in office, and he did. He announced his retirement, and I thought, this is a perfect fit, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my background now and why I think that's the perfect fit for me. Because not only am I an attorney that practices general practice, including estates and trusts, for over 15 years, I'm a small business owner. I built that business from the ground up on the heels of my father's death when I was 32 years old. When I was 5, I lost my mom to melanoma. I was raised by one parent who was a senior by the time I was 10 years old. I made decisions at 20, at 27, and again at 32 that I wish on none of you. But the ones that I made at the time that I was 32 were because my father was in intensive care in Morristown Memorial. And it was after a surgery that should have ended his life or continued his life in a positive direction. He never expected, when he made the decision to undertake this voluntary procedure, he had two choices. It was voluntary, neither was good, but he never knew that he would spend 3 weeks in ICU, and I never knew the decisions that I would have to make. So there I was, no mom, no brothers, no sisters, doing this. After that, after 3 horrible weeks, I was in the surrogate's office. I had passed the bar. My passing results were in the mail when I came home from my father's funeral. So here I am with no experience in law, just a law degree and my bar results, and I'm probating an estate, and I did that in the Morris County Surrogate's office. So I've experienced it in a way as a practitioner and as a person who's been in some of the worst positions you ever want to find yourself in that office. So I know what it's like from both sides. I know what it needs, and I know how to make it better. We have millennials dealing with that office now, and that office deals in microfiche. We need to bring it current. You heard from the mayor talking about his son. We have kids with special needs. Their parents don't know that they need a guardianship when that kid becomes an adult, so that that parent can still advocate on that child's behalf. People don't know that this resource is there for them until it becomes a need and they go looking for it. As a freeholder, I have been out in the community every day, every night. Not just while I'm running, but literally every day, every night, for approximately 5 years, even before I was running, speaking to people about the services that we have here in our community, in our county, that are available to you. I intend to do the same as the surrogate. People talk about going out to groups and what they're going to do. I've been talking to senior groups. Every time I talk to an organization in this county that deals with children with special needs. I talk to them about how, as surrogate, I can get in touch with the parents and let them know about the resources that are going to be available for them. This is an absolute passion, and destiny has brought me here, and I ask for your vote on November 5th for Heather Darling for Morris County Surrogate. Thank you.